Tom!
Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
Even the loading screen has green hair now. Hello, everybody. Tom Fox here. Welcome back to more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Figure start the episode on the loading screen because it makes things easier. In the last episode, Sothis is no longer with us. We got banished to another dimension, and we needed Sothis' help to get back. But, unfortunately, in imbuing us with her power, we also lost our connection to her. So now I guess we were more connected to her than ever, but now we are no longer two separate people, and she's sort of just absorbed into us. In this episode, well, on top of that, what's her name? Rhea has taken a much greater interest in us. In this episode, let's go ahead and start on the Pegasus Moon.
Rhea, please talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak, for now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Seteth enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
A revelation?
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seiros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seiros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seiros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students.
Do you think it is wise to bring it? Do you think it wise to bring them into this?
It is said that when Seiros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seiros, I will be by your side as well.
Strange.
The occasion is too significant to be missed. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Rhea and Seteth were not their usual selves. What happened to teach that's questionable? And what really awaits at the Holy Tomb? The way they were acting, I don't think they have any plans of sharing that information.
Most interesting indeed. Whose birthday is it? Hilda's birthday. Didn't happen. You can't prove to me that didn't happen. Hanneman's birthday! Happy birthday, Hanneman. By fusing with Sothis and awakening the power of the progenitor god's power, can you not obtain the certification for the Enlightened One class? We got a class change from that.
Strange feeling.
Can you not change to the Enlightened One class? I wonder if we could check out, let's see, menu. Let's go ahead and check out the roster. Can you not? Can we see more on the Enlightened One class? A Holy One, blessed by the goddess herself. This wielder of magic has high overall stats. I guess I was more trying to see, like... I guess the certification doesn't really matter because I just kind of have it already, but still. A strange class to have, to say the least. Before we go on with exploration, let's go ahead and do some supports. Cloud and Raphael.
Whew. Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you'd want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Oh, Raphael. Again, he really does just want to, like, help out anyone and everyone. Cyril and Cloud.
Hey there, Cyril. You're working hard as usual.
Nah, just doing my job.
Rhea herself gives you your daily tasks, doesn't she? The church employs a lot of people, but not too many of them can claim they get to speak with the Archbishop every day. You should be proud of yourself. She clearly values your work ethic.
Hey, is that everything you wanted to say? 'Cause I'm kinda busy here.
Actually, I was hoping to ask you about Rhea. There's so much we don't know about her, but I thought maybe you...
Yeah, I know more about Lady Rhea than anybody. But why should I tell you anything about her?
So cold. Think about who you're talking to.
Huh? What are you to me?
You don't know who I am?
Of course I do. You're Claude, house leader of the Golden Deer.
That's not what I mean. Well, never mind then. Tell me, don't you ever miss your homeland?
Almyra?
Yes, Almyra. Judging by that expression, I'm guessing you're not terribly homesick.
Life was a whole lot harder for me there than it's ever been around here. My dad and mom both died in the war, and there was nobody there to look after me. The king, he didn't do anything to help, so I had to survive by being smart. I had to stop being a kid real quick.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You don't have to apologize. It's not your fault.
Regardless of whose fault it is, I'm still sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't even know that an acquaintance of mine was suffering. And Sorry for asking a tactless question about your homeland. I should have known that it was likely to bring back bad memories.
Nah, I get sad or mad when I think about it, but I'm used to it, so I don't mind any.
I see that. Even still, I apologize for being careless.
Okay, well, thanks, Claude. If the King of Elmira was like you, maybe things would have been better. Maybe the King's not a bad person and just had other stuff to worry about. But that's not much of an excuse.
If I ever meet the King of Elmira, I'll give him a stern talking to on your behalf.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Bunch of things to get done.
You really are on the other side now, aren't you? Huh. Well, if nothing else, it's good of you to turn a blind eye to me.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Bye, Claude.
First off, I really gotta change them out of their loungewear. Second, it seems that Cyril and Claude have history together. Very interesting. Oh boy. Lawrence, who are you? Of course. Oh, it will take time for this bond to deepen.
Looking as lovely as ever today, Dorothea.
Oh, save it for your noble girls, Lawrence. I'm not in the mood.
I was only being polite.
And it really was quite wonderful to be so near your elegance. Now, if you'll please excuse me.
Now hold just a moment. I have tolerated quite enough of this impertinence. Not a word has escaped my lips to imply that you are anything less than a highly attractive woman. But I am the heir to a noble house. I have a duty. Thus, I am unable to engage in courtship with you. What is it about my circumstances that you seem to find so very amusing?
All of it? You're no different from the men who flirted with me when I was in the opera. As long as you're getting what you're after, you don't much care what a woman wants, needs, or feels.
That is truly what you think of me? I am afraid you have completely misunderstood.
Oh, have I? Do explain.
If noble status were my only priority, then I could be married 100 times over by now. But birthright is not sufficient for me. I am not looking merely for an accessory. Marriage is a relationship of mutual respect, support, and trust. If my wife and I are of the same mind and of the same worth, then together we can achieve anything. That is why I make overtures to so many ladies. I am in search of an ideal.
You're searching for someone who matches your vision of a perfect spouse? How odd. So am I. And everyone else.
My standards are somewhat more exacting, but yes, I suppose on that point we are similar. Please understand that I'm acting with the best of intentions in search of a partner.
You're more serious than I thought. And so earnest, it's almost adorable. If you met a peasant girl and fell madly in love, would you be able to give her up? Break her heart?
I would have no choice. The worlds of the nobility and the common folk are simply too far apart. I cannot choose to abandon my duty merely for the sake of a fleeting emotion.
Lawrence, you're dangerously close to dedicating your life to the lie that nobility is something special. I hope you realize that before it's too late.
Uh-oh, Dorothea sees something in Lawrence she likes! Woo! Leonie and Marianne. I believe in the last one of these, Leonie and Marianne did not leave each other on good terms.
Oh, hey, Marianne. Leonie? I thought greenhouse duty was mine today. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you? You're probably scared of me now. In the moment, I was hurt. I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did. If you want me to leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me. Leonie, I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way. Wait! Huh? Hey, what is it? It's, I don't mean to bother you. I'm sorry for keeping you here. No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time.
I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking.
I know it's hard. You've been through a lot. But it's worth the extra effort to talk to your friends.
I make everyone uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on a conversation.
Hey, we're having one right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually really happy. So don't worry about me. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes, but try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better.
Oh.
As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies, things you like, a dream you had last night. Really, anything.
Okay then. I like this flower. I think it's nice.
I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color?
Oh, really? I'd like to see that.
Great. Come visit my village someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun.
Oh, yes. That would be very exciting.
Friendship! Yay! That was an entire, like, dealy there in 2 acts. 1, something bad happens. 2, something good happens. Anyway, let's get on with it and explore. I can't hear Sothis' voice anymore. Normally she'd be sitting right here waiting for me, but no longer. Well, first off, let me get Claude out of his PJs. Second, let me get out of my PJs. Oh no, not Academy. We haven't worn the Academy attire in a while. Actually looks pretty good with the bright green hair, with the mint flavored hair. And we'll go with glasses. There we go. Give him something good there. Our bulletin board, we don't have any quests. However, I think it might be a good idea. Oh no, there really is nothing for us to do around here. Man, that's pretty insane. All right, well, let's just make our rounds then. Hey, Raphael.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right? Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look?
I've changed quite a bit.
Really? You gotta teach me how to do that.
I've acquired a new class entirely, which would definitely, you know, say something. I guess in terms of like gift giving and all that jazz, I'm gonna save that for like off screen or when I like jump around for that one. Same with lost items. Hey, Bernadetta.
So hungry. Oh, is that you, Professor? Sorry, I'm really not feeling well this month. Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please.
Changes! Either she really doesn't like change or, I don't know. The aspect of me being a god is too much for her. In this light, it almost looks like his hair is gray instead of like that sort of like greenish color. Yeah, the shadow kind of makes that different.
So, this month's mission is to take part in a ritual at the Holy Tomb, where you will receive a revelation from the goddess herself. What if she really appears? What if I finally get to gaze upon her radiance? I've always imagined the goddess, how beautiful she must be.
And how beautiful must she be? Hey, Ash.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb.
I don't know either.
Well, it's probably a grave, that much is for sure. And it's likely underground. Beyond that, who knows? I can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
I just realized something. Can I go first person? There's a way to go first person, right? No, that's the map. There we go. Ash is straight up wearing a hoodie. Like, yeah, like it doesn't look like anything that would belong in this era. It just looks like he's straight up wearing a hoodie. That's nuts. All right, Greenhouse keeper. I would like to do some gardening because we've got some stuff to harvest. Got a rose, pale blue flower seeds, red flower seeds, white flower seeds, sunflower, lily, anemone, and carnations, as well as premium magical herbs. Gee, I wonder who I'm gonna give those to. Plants! Alright. Pale blue flower seeds. That, and... let's double up on the... Now, let's go, yellow. And go ahead and plant. Cultivate. Let's use, Caledonian soil. Nice. So now we're gonna get, we'll have a good crop yield.
Hey.
Fishing, I'll be back for you off screen. Hello. There is that. Is there anybody around the fishing hole? Yeah, Petra.
Professor, in Brigid, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them. Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean. Hair that shines and eyes that glow. They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor.
Perhaps.
Do not have doubt, Professor. The powers you have are like the powers of the legends.
Oh, that just goes to show you, eventually Canyonot's gonna turn into a flying class based on him being able to fly around on his own. Not with a Pegasus or anything, he's just gonna fly. Can that please happen? Oh man, I want that to happen so badly. Oh, so badly. Ooh, the pantry. Sweet apple blend. Casper, how you doing?
You're so strong now. I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor.
Well, yeah. I guess, like, come to think of it, I want to look at something. Roster, can you not? Do we know? We should know the year he was born now, though, because we've seen the diary. He was born in 1159, therefore he's 21 right now. Wax Diptych. Zealous about studying.
Professor.
What's with the hair, Professor? Annotated dictionary. Someone, who lives afar. Ooh. I can only imagine that belongs to Petra. Oh, there's another thing here. Maintenance oil. Oh, you know what? Who was it? Petra and Ferdinand were standing there before. Oh, was anybody else in the dining hall? No. I've got plenty of like, daily uses for stuff, so I might as well go ahead. And... yeah. Today's special would be good for a lot of people in my group here. Let's go with Lawrence and Raphael. Some bitter eats.
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
And their motivation maxed out. Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. Man, I'm really curious to see like what A rank and possibly like S rank professorhood would give me. Cause that'd be insane. Where to next? I guess I should go to the entrance hall. Or rather in front of the entrance hall just to see if I've missed anything.
Professor.
And of course, we do have to talk to our good buddy the gatekeeper.
Oh. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious. Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you. The professor went out and got some new power.
Yes, and now I am Super Saiyan. Ha! That's about as good as I'm gonna get. Alright. Yeah, let's do entrance hall first. Mercedes and Ingrid.
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual. Maybe Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It is told that Saros had a revelation, instructing her to use her power for good, and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
Yep, it's me, the knight, just passing through. Don't mind me, just coming and going as I see fit here. Oh, don't worry. I'm sorry, I couldn't really pay attention to what was being said because this guy had to be a camera hog. What a dingus. Oh boy. This is the entrance hall. Oh, the reception hall's further up, all right. A soldier. Do you have anything important to say?
Those students of yours will soon graduate and become unreachable royalty and nobility. You should show them respect now, or you might find yourself out of a job someday. No. One look at your students' faces, and it's apparent that would never happen. Even when your kids graduate, I bet they'll still think fondly of you. You'll always be professor to them.
It's like when you see somebody in somebody who's like super like powerful and like confident and whatnot in a show or something along those lines, and then they meet, and then you meet their teacher, and suddenly they like crumble to dust. And they're like, oh God, it's my teacher. Hello, Shamir.
People who live an inordinately long time, people whose hair changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures?
Is the world different outside of Fodlan?
You should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
Hey, do you want to find out for yourself what God can do?
Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students.
Ask for assistance.
I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights.
Shamir is going to work with you. What is this? Oh, that was the precursor to what she was saying before, when she was like, all these strange occurrences. What are you, Professor? What are you? I also want to keep an eye around because there's also, oh, I forgot that the Amiibo Gazebo, a chess key, damn, no fruit. I should really check by the Amiibo Gazebo more often.
Hi.
So I can grab stuff. Speaking of stuff, a fur scarf, huh, and Angelica tea, ooh, delicious, delicious tea. The reception hall, hey, there's an item here. New bottle of perfume. Someone who doesn't often wear perfume.
Long ago, Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor?
No way! The professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power?
If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual?
I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
Here's my take on it. I'm gonna go get the revelation, and then Sothis will just be back with me. That's what's gonna happen.
How are you, Professor? Did Hanneman make his I will do no harm speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? Both? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate crest power itself. Crest power must have some kind of limit, right? Lady Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
That's an interesting thing you should say. I guess like it could be theorized at this point that the limit would be, if the limit for the crests was broken, then people turn into monsters like we've seen. Because we've seen it where the relics have changed people into monsters, and that might be a way to sort of like break the limits of the crests.
Oh, Professor! I'm sorry. That was rude. I didn't recognize you for a second.
Isn't it weird?
No, not at all. I'm just not used to it. It really suits you, though.
Bro, look how weird I am. And I could do this, and I like, you know, I do that thing that people do where they dislocate their arm and then like use it to like perform like, hold their hands together and then like do like a jump rope sort of thing with it. Not actually jumping rope with it, mind you, but enough to, like, you know, get the idea that's going in a full circle without any sort of limit.
Sometimes, I find myself thinking I should leave Garrigmach and return to my home, where I should have been all along.
Where should you have been?
Ignore me. I'm sorry. It's a silly thing. An old man's ramblings and nothing more. I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
Well, dang, man. I hope there aren't any complications. I have something to give you. Because you weren't here last month. Here, take your noseless puppet.
Thank you for bringing me this. Life without it was difficult.
Life without your noseless puppet was difficult. I think I've got something else that belongs to you as well. I swear there was another wood carving thing that I had for him. Maybe I already gave it back to him. Oh well. Who else is here?
What?
Tomas?
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right, but don't lose sight of who you really are, okay? However you may change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
Hey, did you? Yeah, you did lose. I will give this back to you because you lost it. Did you lose the first scarf?
Oh, that's mine. Thanks so much for finding it.
No problem. Motivation increased. Nice. Hello, Catherine.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down, not least the Flame Emperor. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming.
All right, well, something big is coming then. We gotta, well, who knows if we actually can stop it, but we should probably be there for it. You dig?
Right.
A ritual, Cyril's up here.
Professor?
There he is. Hey, buddy.
Oh, when I first saw you, Professor, with that hair color and that eye color, I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related. I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried hard enough. If I thought real hard about it, I mean.
That would be exciting, wouldn't it?
All I need to do is get trapped up in a strange place and then escape, right? Just like you did.
I know, like, I know, generally, like, this game, like, in order to increase your relationships, you basically just gotta say everything that they want to hear. But man, sometimes you really gotta, like, for him, it's gotta be the kind of thing where it's like, you don't want to go to that place I was at. It was awful. You will probably die. I thought there was something here that I could pick up, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. A hedgehog case. Oh, you know what? Let me go to... I did talk to Catherine, didn't I?
Right.
I want to... Where is she? I want to train with her because I want to get my swords up still.
Once it will happen.
Faculty training. Teach me in the ways of the sword, because that's the way this works. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get better with it.
She's the...
I can't remember what you had. Lance axes, heavy armor, and riding. I'm good as a foot soldier. All right. Nothing there. Let's go back to the. Let's go to the actual officers' academy. Run, 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 run. Running, 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 running for my life. Hi, Lysithia.
Your hair and your eyes. What happened to you? You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you?
I'm a eunuch! Don't worry, I'm fine.
I see. Well, that makes me feel better. But still, be careful.
Alright, hey, what do we got here? A silk handkerchief. Lawrence. I don't think there's anybody here, but there's an item in here. Always good to check. History of Sreng. With ties to Sreng. Who could have ties to Sreng? Who was here last month?
Sorry?
I think it was Sylvain?
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual. Constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Eyre family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
Well, I'm sure there's probably some things that you don't need to know about as well. Dimitri, Dedu, and Felix are in the combat area. Did I mention who I thought Dimitri looked like? I think I did in a previous episode, but to those who didn't hear that, I'll say it again anyway. Dimitri looks like Takumi Aldini from Food Wars.
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all. I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
You should rest.
The professor agrees. Please rest, at least until the task is at hand.
I won't. Even if I tried, it's not like I would get any decent sleep. It would only be a waste of time.
Hey, Felix.
Kranya, Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
Well, good to know that he's ready. He's ready for it. House versus House Magic tournament. What's the reward for this? An advanced seal and 1,000 gold. And only people who can use magic would be good for this. So obviously, I'd put in. Oh, I can't put in Lysithea for this. House versus House Magic. What's stopping Lysithea from participating? Is it because I already entered her in a tournament before? Or is this the same tournament for Magic that was there before? Hard to say. Hard to say. Let's go to the cathedral. Claude and Annette are there, and I could do a couple things there as well. Oh, Claude! Excuse me, Claude?
Hey, Teach, is it okay for you to be out on your own right now? Just please be careful not to topple over again. You scared us nearly to death. Anyway, doesn't Rhea want something from you? Sounds important. I'm glad I'll be there to witness the ritual at the Holy Tomb. I want to see whether or not something happens with my own eyes.
She's gonna sacrifice me. Anyway, who else is here? It wasn't Mercedes, we talked to her already. Annette! What's this? Moon Knight's Tale. It probably belongs to someone who reads tales of chivalry.
Ah! Professor, sorry. You gave me a shock. Your hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore.
It's only my appearance that maybe I'm a different person. It's only my appearance that has changed.
Of course, you're right. I'm just being silly as usual.
But soon the changes will start to happen, and I will grow long, pointed elf ears. Long, pointed elf ears. I need to counsel people. I am more than capable of protecting myself from ruffians, but those around me tend to worry, and so I am often denied the pleasure of a private stroll. You're too important, so I'm afraid I can't be helped. I'm happy to escort you if you want to go. It's okay to sneak out sometimes. It's Rhea. Nope, she didn't like that. I should. You know what? She likes me, so I should have said I'll accompany you sometime. I don't like interfering in squabbles between noble brats, but the parents complain if I don't. It's annoying. Our students need our protection. It's okay to ignore them. It could be entertaining to make the parents fight instead. Oh, it's Shamir, so she'd love that. There we go. I want to enjoy my hobbies, but there's not enough time, and I have to wait for everyone to go to bed and clear out of the common areas. Why do you think of a hobby that everyone can do together? I'm so sorry, that sounds like an impossible situation. Just do things during the day. Oh, it's Bernadetta, so this is all we can do. Oh, I like that response. It doesn't solve my problem, but I like that response. Oh, Bernadetta.
Need something?
Yes, I have 2,400 points and I'm willing to spend them.
This one?
I might as well just go for these in order unless I like really... Actually, if I want to put my nose to the grindstone on this, I should probably start just like... For Kenyon's sake, I should probably just go for this so I can get sword skill up and reason up.
This one? You're all set. This one?
There we go.
You're all set.
Experience plus 10%, and magic and dexterity maximum 5%. But each of those cost 2,500, so I won't be getting those anytime soon. If anything, I'll probably be doing those at a later date. If there is a later date. It's coming to the point where I've almost been at this school for a year, so definitely gonna have to see on how these things go. Let's talk to... Oh, Lawrence is out in the hallway. Of course he's not in the library. Is there anything in the library I can read? I've been looking around trying to find those books that increase my professor level. And most of the time I found them when I've just sort of been, like, exploring on my own.
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually Kranya. Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about you, Professor? You were a true ally, yes?
That is my intention.
Not the most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you at your word.
Oh, here's the thing. Even if it wasn't convincing, it was genuine. Because while I still intend to be on their side, you know, this game makes me question, like, sort of like philosophy and like, you know, the nature of the self and mind, just from conversations like that. Hanwing, what do you... Oh, God. I just realized he's gonna want to experiment on me.
Are you positive? Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames? Intriguing. Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However, if that transformation was brought on in part by the power of the crest, that would be most, well, I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, close off. What? A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit.
Linhard was right! Linhard was right! Magic. Skill up, now level B.
I still have much to learn.
What did I gain from that? Absolutely nothing. I guess I don't get a new spell until higher. Crest Analyzer. Device revealed the Crest of Flames. So I can learn swords for more people I can learn reason, so I'm gonna have Rhea learn me reason. Flame?
Professor, I am so happy. Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair. But recently, I sense that things are a bit strained between Lady Rhea and my brother. She wants to do something at the Holy Tomb. I do not know what, but... Whenever it has concluded, I hope they will return to their friendship, as it has always been.
I get the feeling that, like, something horrible is about to happen to me.
Captain. Oh, Professor. How long have you been standing there? I didn't see you. I was just sorting through Captain Gerald's belongings. I haven't made much progress. I keep finding things that bring back memories. Clearing out this room of his belongings again, it's not easy.
Unfortunately, you can't teach me anything that I want to know, but that is a bit upsetting to see him like that. I haven't... Oh, Manuela is up here. So is Rhea, Dorothea, and Sedith. You know what? I get the feeling that Dorothea and Manuela are talking to each other, because I think I saw some people down this hallway. If they're not talking to each other, they're at least in the same room. Oh, has that door always been closed off to me? I can't remember a time when I've gone through there. Hello, Manuela.
The Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it. I mean, it does make some sense. Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand now why they'd build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although, when the monastery was built, the kingdom and alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the empire, kingdom, and alliance. That's weird, right?
That could be more of like a geopolitical thing, but in some sense, yeah, I guess it could be weird. Man, I only ever get goods off of these.
Recently, Professor, I feel as though you've been a bit distant. It's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down.
No, that's just how I sort of meander about ever since I hit my head.
How can I help?
Are you a surgeon? I'm not being distant, so don't worry. I don't know what to say to that.
Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
You seem awfully distant lately. Yeah, no. Part of that is just my unfocused stare and the fact that I can't pay attention so well anymore since the head injury. I also repeat myself.
Excuse me. You haven't a thing to worry about. You have been gifted the power of the goddess. Furthermore, you have overcome the death of your father, Geralt, and you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes. I am proud, so very proud of who you have become.
I thought it was just her hips that were big. Her ass is huge too. Thank you.
Once we finish the ritual at the Holy Mausoleum, all will be well.
Teach me magic. Only ever goods, never greats or perfects. I'm such a subpar professor. Hi, Sedith.
Ah, it is you. I am sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
Can you train me real quick in the sword? Thanks, buddy. Eloise can't teach me anything in the sword or magic. Let's see. Gilbert I've already gone through. Alright, so I guess I just have the... Alright, I'm gonna go to the cathedral and sing. And sing! Yeah. And just like, I want to get my professor rank up, but I also want to get like motivations and people's charm up and whatnot. Let's go ahead and sing with Dorothea, and why not? Let's go with Ferdinand.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
Sing for you? What a weird thing to say. The kid's a freak! He's a freak! Alright, we can either cook or do the magic tournament. We get an advance seal for it, but I've got more than enough money to buy them, so let's go ahead and cook. Jesse, we gotta cook! I should also check to see if any more, support conversations have come up. Who would like to cook? I suppose I should cook with somebody I feel I should try to get close to. Tut. Who wouldn't want to cook? Oh wait, can I eat again? That might be better, because then I can get people's motivation up without having to give them stuff. Much easier to do it that way, says I. Well, I'm looking more for people that are in my class here. Let's eat with Ignatz and Marianne. Marianne, whatever. Code Geass ruined the name Marianne for me.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Yes, and your father really loved muffins. All right, and that's everything. So, why don't we go ahead, because we have a ton of lost items right now. I guess we can do the supports. Oh, Ignatz and Marianne have a support. Let's do that first, and then we'll jump around and deliver the lost items we have.
Hey, Marianne, are you there?
Yes. Can I help you?
Do you have a minute?
Huh? Oh,
Then, if you don't mind, would you come with me for a moment?
So, did you need something from me?
Yes, indeed. I have an urgent request.
Have I done something?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Really, you don't have to worry. Would you close your eyes, please?
Then how will I know where I'm going?
Just take my hand. That's it. There, right there. Perfect. Now open your eyes.
Ah, the town is glowing from the sunset.
Yes. Isn't it beautiful?
Very much so.
I was looking at it earlier and I thought to myself, I have to show Marianne.
But why me?
Because you're always looking at your shoes. You never get a chance to appreciate the scenery.
Oh,
See, the best thing about the scenery is, it's always changing. With the weather, the time of day, the season. So every view is unique. Never to be repeated. If no one sees it, it's lost.
You could have just enjoyed it on your own.
I wanted to share this beautiful landscape with you.
Thank you. I'm not sure what to say.
Hey, that's okay. I won't try to express this beauty in words either. Just look and remember. This will make for a nice memory. And maybe remember that I was here too.
I will. I really will.
I think I'm having a heart attack and diabetes simultaneously. That was so adorable. Oh, my heart. That was so cute. Oh, God. I want to be like, all right, let's go deliver the lost items, but I can't get over it. I'll have to contain myself while we're going to go deliver these lost items. So give me just a little bit, and yeah, we'll get to that. First off, we talked to Annette here. No, I don't want to recruit you. Sorry about that. Ah, you gave me a shock. Well, how about this for a shock? I've got your wax diptych.
I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
Internet, now, away. Yo, Ferdinand.
But if it works.
Heard you were missing something. Maintenance oil.
Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
That actually kind of shocked me a little bit because usually we get like the affection up and the dialogue at the same time, but it was just the affection up. It was weird. All right, next up, Petra.
Hair that's training butts.
I keep mashing A too much. Lost items. Hey, did you need this annotated dictionary?
I have lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
You're welcome, Petra. Moving right along. Back to the dining hall, because we can never get away from food. It's Casper.
I'm so strong now.
All right, lost items. Hey, did you mayhaps lose this grounding charm?
Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
No problem, Bob. Hey, yo, Bernie.
It's so...
All right, I'll just slide this hedgehog case under the door.
I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
And I got her motivation up. Nice. Over in the Golden Deer classroom, we'll talk to Lysithia. Because you lost a new bottle of perfume.
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Oh, her motivation was already maxed out. Whoops. That doesn't matter. My bad. All right. Lawrence. Your motivation's maxed out too, so I'm gonna hold on to your, yeah, hold on to what you got. You know what, screw it. I'm just gonna give them everything, even if they don't need it yet. I swear it. There it is. Silk handkerchief.
Oh, most kind.
I'm just gonna give everybody their stuff just so I don't have it like piling up in my inventory anymore. Sylvain?
Oh, Professor.
You seem to have lost the history of Sreng.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
All right. There's only one thing that I have left from this month, and it belongs to Ash.
I can't even imagine what it...
Here, you have the Moon Knight's Tale.
Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
Alright, we also have like a bunch of other stuff here, so I'm just gonna give it to pretty much everybody. So, let's get to it. Marianne?
Is that if I'm you don't
You have, I'm not giving you gifts, you have lost a bag of seeds.
This is mine. Thank you for returning it.
No problem. Ignatz,
What if I've all...
you have lost a letter to the goddess.
Oh, that's mine. Thank you so much. I've been looking everywhere.
And don't worry, I didn't read it. Flane,
But whenever it...
I still have no idea how old you are, considering this dusty book of fables.
Oh, that is mine. Thank you so very much.
There we go. Hey, Claude.
Hey, Annie, I'm glad. I want to see.
Did you lose this board game piece?
You found it, T.
Mm-hmm. Oh-hoo. All right, there's actually somebody I need to talk to again, because we've talked to them once today, and now we gotta... That happens a lot. We gotta talk to people multiple times, because I keep forgetting to look up their lost items and what they need. Here. I know that you lost this animal bone dice.
Thanks. How did you know this was mine?
Gut instinct plus internet. Back on the second floor, as I look distant, did you lose a light purple veil? Nope, that's probably Manuela's then, but this lovely comb is yours.
I lost this. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
They always ask how I know, but I've got sources on the inside. Manuela,
I mean it.
did you lose a light purple veil?
Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
No prob. Actually, the next person I need to deliver to is still on the second floor here. Because despite them being a knight, they still have a passion.
Oh, I haven't made clearing out.
For magic, oddly enough.
Oh, this is mine. I thought it had vanished. Thanks, I owe you.
No prob, Bob. Can I recruit him?
Oh, haven't made clearing out.
I can recruit him.
I will do whatever I can to serve you. Excellent. Leave it to me. No matter how small the task is, I vowed to Gerald I would help you.
Well, I probably should have given him the thing afterwards so his motivation would have gone up, but them's the breaks. Let's go talk to Catherine. Let's go talk to Catherine. Let's go talk to Catherine and give her back her cloak. And give her back her cloak. And give her back her cloak.
What? It will happen.
Let's go talk to Catherine. Let's go talk to Catherine. Let's go talk to Catherine and give her back her cloak. And also give her back her letter.
Oh, this is mine. Thanks. I'm glad to have it back.
All right, and the last thing on there, because of the circumstances surrounding this character, I can only imagine who it belongs to because of how much she wants to let everyone know that she's not a child despite being younger than everybody here. Hey, Lysithia, did you lose your dolly?
Hey, that's mine. Thank you for finding it.
No problem. You lost your dolly. I can understand how tragic that must feel. All right, and before... I know I've said before we end off like 5 times already, but before we end off... Yeah, Canyonauts got some support conversations with Lawrence and, Oh, no, wait, I can't do those yet. Or Bernadetta. Ah, here we go, Shamir. And Sylvain, okay. Oh, wow, I've gotten, support conversations from people in other classes that I don't actually know.
Professor.
Shamir would like to speak with you. Is now a good time? Sure.
Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you.
Not that much.
It doesn't make sense. You don't come across as particularly friendly.
Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor.
I was surprised too.
I'd be suspicious of their true intentions, if I were you. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out just fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles.
You're not a fan of nobles?
You deal with a lot of nobles when you're a merc. I didn't mind putting my life on the line, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want. I'm joking. But the knights do make a good business partner.
Business partner?
I don't believe in the Church of Ceros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights. Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her. I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together. Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though. I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
Shamir is a permanent case of bedroom eyes. Also, she's one of the characters I've kind of wanted to learn more about because she's like... she's kind of a mystery. And not the wee snaw kind of mystery. Anyway, I believe Sylvain wants to meet us over here. Yep, you're curious to know how Sylvain is doing. Go for a visit? Sure.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought.
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry, especially one as beautiful as you. So, you know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people? You look like you've got something to say, so say it.
You're a jerk.
Hey, that was between me and her, not you. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now? I really do hate seeing a girl cry.
Doesn't seem that way.
I swear it's the truth. My heart's in a million pieces right now. It's just the worst. Well, I figure the best way to mend a broken heart is to head out on the town. Why don't you join me? Who knows? Maybe you'll find love. I mean, I know I will. Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
Ooh. I kind of like Sylvain's kind of laid back attitude, but yeesh.
Right.
He's, dude's got some flaws. Anywho, I think that's everything I can do for now. Between episodes, as always, I'll be giving gifts to people and fishing. But next time on Fire Emblem 3 Houses, we're gonna continue on to the next couple weeks and maybe do some paralogs. See you all then. Later.